Welcome everybody to the newest AMA on the Spintop YouTube channel. Today we have Nick from Pepper Attack and as always, Justin, my dear colleague from Spintop. First of all, if you want to introduce yourself and what do you like about the crypto space, feel free to share it with us. And thank you for joining me today.
Sure, and of course, thanks so much for having me. What do I like about the crypto space? We need a whole nother.
Why did you join? Why did you join?
I got started about a year ago. I've been investing in crypto for 4 or 5 years, but I got started into crypto gaming about a year ago. And I just went in head first when I realized that you could make some money playing games and that there were some great games. It really attracted me. I've been a gamer for ages. I started, my first game was Ultima Online in 1997. And I was a game master for Ultima Online. And our CEO, his first game was RuneScape, right? So we're longtime gamers. And I just found that first, if I can make money playing a game, even if it's only a little bit, and if I like the game on top of it, and then when I got the potential to get in the industry and work in the industry, it's like the dream job for me. So
yeah, I can understand it. It's nice when you get the opportunity to work on what you like and what you love. So that's very nice to hear.
Yeah.
So starting with the Pepper Attack, this one is easy. If you had 2 minutes to tell everyone about what it is and why people should know about it, what would you say?
You know, one good description that I think of, I think Pepper Attack is a sleeper. And here's what I mean by a sleeper. There's other games right now that are like everywhere you look, every play to earn game website, you know, talks about a lot of these big games, Splinterlands, Alluvium, you know, certain games everyone is talking about. I think Pepper Attack is going to be just as big and just as good, but not enough people are talking about it right now. So we're a sleeper. I think we're a game that once people discover it, they're going to be sucked in and they're going to enjoy playing it. And one of the reasons, I think we have something for everyone at Pepper Attack. We have collectible NFTs. We have several different NFTs. So if someone's just a collector and they don't want to actively play the game, this is a good game for them. If somebody's a game player, you know, it's not just going to be a simple game that you also can make some money. It's so important to us to make sure that Pepper Attack is a fun game and that people would play it even if there was no blockchain or crypto involved. And it also has a passive reward. One of our NFTs, you earn passive daily rewards. So people can flip Pepper Attack NFTs. They could play the game and earn a little bit of money. They could buy the NFTs that have staking involved and make some money that way. And above and beyond that, I think it's the community. We're a small team and our community is growing fast, but we listen to the community. And I know a lot of people say that, but I'm a gamer first. I play every day 3 or 4 different blockchain games every day, right? I spend hours and I've done this for 20 years, played games online. So many of these blockchain games have a huge community, but you never see the developers in the chat. And they never ask, what do you want? They never ask, what do you like? What don't you like? We really go out of our way to have the team in the chat. People ask us all the time, can I be a moderator? And we really don't need moderators because our team is in our chat so much. And we really try to listen. And we can't do everything the community asks for, but it's an opportunity for people to grow with the game, get to know the team, and kind of help shape the game, you know, because we do listen and we try to input. I mean, because, you know, we're not making the game for us, we're making it for the community. So we really try to give people what they're asking for to the best of our ability. And of course, we know what the future brings too. So some things we can't do because other things won't let us, but we really try to listen and communicate and make our Discord a fun place to hang out. So I think those are some good reasons.
Those are very good reasons. You mentioned that the community is one of the most important parts, and you mentioned a lot of times that your game is built by gamers for gamers. You already know that the games are very bad right now in the blockchain industry. Why do you think that this game that is built by gamers for gamers will outstand and will make a difference in the industry?
Why will it still be here? Yeah. The built by gamers for gamers thing, I think it says that on our website actually too, is the CEO. I haven't been here since the beginning. Our founder started working on this game probably 2.5 years ago. I've been with the company about a year now. And gosh, a year. Wow. I have. It flew right by. But he at the same time, back when like I mentioned, I used to play Ultima Online, right? I was a game master, so I worked for the company Origin at that time. So I'm an old Ultima Online and MMO player, and he was an old RuneScape player. And we've spent so many hours, like a lot of people listening to this, I'm sure, grinding in games, spending hundreds of hours to get that one sword because it's got a fancy handle, or to get that one outfit because it glows, or whatever it is. So we know, I feel we have a gamer's mindset because, like I said before, I play games every day. And now my wife used to be like, "Are you playing those games again?" Now she's like, "Now that I can make money, go play those games again." But anyway, we know gamers. We've been gamers ourselves for so long. The founder, Habanero, he didn't create this to make money. He created this because he had always dreamed of making a game. And he tells a story about how somebody took him by the hand in RuneScape and taught him how to earn gold in RuneScape. And then at some point, all of us that have been around a while, we've tried to find some way to sell our stuff, right? Maybe we got tired with the game, or maybe we got something really rare and we wanted to sell it for real money. But in the old days, if they caught you selling a weapon or something for real money, you'd get banned and you'd never be able to play the game again.
That's true.
Yeah. So now it's encouraged. And so to me, it's a gamer's dream come true, not just our game, but just the industry. And yeah, the industry's suffering a little bit right now, but I like to look at it. I don't think the gaming industry is suffering. I think the economic industry is suffering. Stocks are down.
That's a higher words to talk about.
Yeah, I know. I mean, tokens are down, stocks are down, economies are down, inflation is up. But people are still going to play games. People have always played games. They're going to still continue to play games.
So to start playing your game, do I need NFTs, or is it free to play? And is it available already to play for everyone who's watching the AMA?
Yeah, it's ready to play, and I'll show you. I'll show you the game a little bit. And to answer your question, when we just implemented this, it's totally free to play if somebody wants to play for free right now. And you would go to play.pepperattack.com. And here's the difference. If somebody has no NFTs and they go to play.pepperattack.com to play the game, they just join as a guest and they can play and play and play. The only difference is they can't win. They're not included in our leaderboard. And can I share? I'll share my screen and show you.
Sure.
It might be easier. Okay.
Yes, please. I'm curious. Let's see.
Yeah. I need it activated. It's saying host disabled, participate screen.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
Right.
Now you can share.
Okay.
So we could just go to the next question. I know you will show dress right now a lot of characters, and that there are a lot of different types. What makes each type unique and different from the others? Are there any rarities, or do they have different stats? Is it possible to evolve them?
Yeah, we have stats, we have skills, we have boosts, and keep in mind, we're in open beta right now. So someone who's playing the game now, the game's going to look different in 2 weeks. It's going to look different in 6 weeks. if you look at our roadmap, there's a lot more on the roadmap that's not in the game yet because we're still developing. We just added animations last week. But I think maybe it's best just to show you as far as the differences. As far as rarity, now we have several different types of NFTs, and I'll talk about the differences later. But we have common, rare, epic, and legendary. And anyone that's been playing a game for a while is going to recognize this. The common is brown, then it goes to blue, then it goes to purple, then it goes to gold. And there's a lot of times there's a green in between there, and who knows what the future is going to bring, right? But as you go up in color, you go up in strength. And every character has skills. So I'll show you here. Wait, here we go. Every character has stats and skills. First, they have stats like every good role-playing game or MMORPG. They have attack, defense, evasion, crit, vitality, energy. Any old-time gamer is going to recognize all of these, right? So each pepper, like it says here, has 8 base stats. One of them is a primary stat. For example, chili, we have 6 different types of characters right now. And they're each a little different. Like one is a tank, one is more of a ranger, one is more damage, one is a caster, so it does magic, right? And they all have stats. So chili, for example, his primary stat is attack. So his attack level is going to be somewhere, and they're all random, between 75 and 100. But he's going to also have the other stats. And that's really what makes these peppers different from one another. And like I showed you the different levels, right? How there's 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, that's common, rare, epic, and legendary. It's real possible to have like a blue or a rare that's better than a legendary. Because if the legendary is maybe on the low end, and maybe the blue, the rare, has higher average scores, you don't need the high ones, I guess is what I'm saying, to play the best. Sometimes the lower ones are just as good because there's random involved, right? I can show you here. Like when you go into the game, for example, this is our team page. First thing you do is create a team, right? And that's where you choose between the different peppers. This type here is a chili pepper, right? This is a bell. We don't really call them chili pepper, bell pepper, but I guess they are, right? But this is bell. This is habanero. These are puritas here, and you can click on them and see the difference. Like this chili, for example, has 97 attack and 27 crit, but he's a little lower in the vitality side. And this is a good example because, like, here's another one. See, his defense is 27 and his vitality is 11, and he has high hit points. Well, here's one who also, he's not quite as high hit points, but he's also strong in the defensive area, right? And that's only a 2-star compared to a 4-star. So to build your team, like any good MMO or role-playing game, or, you know, you're gonna start, and I'll go to the adventure page so I can click and drag. You're probably gonna start with a tank in the front, maybe 2 tanks to take the damage. And then you're going to follow those up with, and these are each NFTs. These are our hero NFTs. You're going to follow them up with some damage. And then you might put someone in the back that's a little bit tankier to save you in the back, right? So that's how the different rarities work. And there's a lot more to it than that. There's also skills. The skills are not in the game yet, but each type of pepper is going to have its own skills. So, for example, the tanky ones might be, they become invulnerable for a turn, or maybe more of the attack style ones will be able to attack twice on a turn. Those aren't in the game yet, but they're going to be coming. So the game will get a lot more evolved once you can start choosing and adding and trading skills on top of it. Do you want me to show you how a match works? Just, it'll help.
Yeah, go ahead. So
Okay.
just talking about the matches, there are different modes available, and right now, can we play all of them?
No, there's only one right now. And the different types of modes that are going to be available, we call it a tournament. So this is how you earn our token MYTE. I'll show you the leaderboard here first. here's our leaderboard, right? Some tournaments might last 3 days. Some tournaments might last a week, might last 2 weeks, might be a one-day tournament. And by ending in the ranks, and you see, they go up into the hundreds. That's how you win MYTE. So when this tournament ends, I believe this one ends tomorrow night, whoever's in the first place will earn 8,000 MYTE. Second place will earn 6,000 MYTE. And so on and so on. It goes down, and this is the MYTE, our token that people are going to win.
Are they PvP or PvE?
There's not PvP yet, but there will be, and you'll understand a little bit more when I show you the fight. But so there's going to be these different types of tourneys. There's going to be PvE and PvP. We're talking about putting a single player role-playing element in. So if you don't, just so you would more like an RPG. So you could play on a single player adventure where you're just moving forward. And we're planning on adding other mini games as well. But that's all the future. I think PvP is slated for Q4 of this year. So right now is just what I'm going to show you. What we call adventure mode, right? So you build your team. You click find match. I don't know if you'll hear the music or not. But you're going to choose. You're going to look at the enemy team, right? So I'm looking here and I'm thinking, can I beat this enemy team? This would be a really close fight. I might not. So let's just do it, right? So you're going to click on battle and you're going to watch it. You're going to watch it play out. And you can click skip if you want to go to the end.
About all the NFTs, there are a lot of NFTs. Do you plan to do some kind of scholarships or renting mechanism in the future?
Right now, the way the game is set up, I have a lot, right? I think I have 15 NFTs. The way it's set up right now is you can play with as little as 1 or 2 NFTs, and it will scale the enemies down. So like if I would join this match with only 1 pepper or 2 peppers, instead of getting 5 enemies, I'd only get 1 or 2 or 3 enemies. So the game scales down, and that was so important to us. It's important to us to know that if somebody can only afford 1 NFT or 2 instead of 15, that they can still play the game. So important to us. And so they can play with 1 or 2. It might not be as fun, to be honest, but they can still play and they can still earn. They can still get into the leaderboard. They can still earn some MYTE. Someone with 1 or 2 NFTs, I'm going to lose. I lost.
Okay.
Someone with 1 or 2 NFTs is probably not going to earn as much MYTE as somebody with 5 or 10, but they will still be able to earn NFTs on a regular basis. Now, we price them very, very low, right? For example, and this is one of the reasons, our NFTs are only 0.015 ETH on the Polygon network. So right now, our NFTs are about $25, $30. They're not $300. So you could buy a team of 5 for about $150. And when we first started, we thought, well, that's good. We don't really need a scholarship program. But now we realize, because we have such an international community, it's probably going to be something we're going to need to add in the future. And really, someone could do it right now. Like if I wanted to, I could create another account right now, move 5 of my NFTs into that other account, charge somebody, whatever I wanted to, $10 a week, $5 a week, give them the login and they can play and I would be safe. Now in the future, we're thinking about making it a little more, have it work better, I guess is the way to say. But right now, if somebody wants to do it, they can do it. If somebody had 20 of our NFTs, they can create 4 accounts, and they can rent 3 of those accounts out if it's something they wanted to. But we do plan on making it a little more, we want to make it work a little smoother so we can have an actual scholar manager. But that's in the future. Our main goal right now is to get the game fully polished. What you're seeing right now is nothing compared to the future. It has the animation, you saw the peppers going back and forth, but that's not even going to be here in the future. You're actually going to see animated things fighting, and there's just so much more that we have coming. We're only in our 3rd week of beta. Yeah, we just, so and to answer your other question from before, I'm going to log out and show you here.
And meanwhile, players can also earn MYTE. And could you maybe a little bit elaborate on the utilities of the token?
Yeah, MYTE is what they would earn. Now, a free player that can't earn MYTE, but they can play the game. All they do, look how easy it is for a free player to come to play. They come here, they click on login as guest, and they're in. These are different peppers that I just had. In
Yeah.
Q, they probably look the same. But anyway, the token MYTE is, we've sold some, but we haven't had our IPO yet. We haven't, or ICO or IDO, whichever way they're doing it. So people now are stocking up MYTE, but they're not sellable on any platforms yet. Although, you know, we did have a sale for, we have some people that have been with us for 8 months now, 10 months. So we did have a sale of some MYTE for our community. So they were able to buy some MYTE and stock up on it. But our ICO is slated for Q3 of the year. So that's how the MYTE works right now, right? It's just something you could hold. You can't buy and sell it yet.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of plans for the MYTE, and we're doing something kind of unique with it that I haven't seen other people do. Obviously, they're going to be able to buy things in games. They'll be able to buy characters with it. I didn't show you the potions, but you know, we have potions right now in the game, so you can heal up as you're dying. But we're going to have better weapons. We're going to have land. This stuff, weapons, land, probably 2023. But we also have artwork NFTs. We're telling our story in art. So at each time we have a major breakthrough, we release another art NFT for collectible purposes, right? We're considering a membership, but here's where it's going to get interesting. We're approaching people outside of the gaming industry to sell other things for MYTE, to sell ebooks and subscriptions for MYTE, to sell plant trees with MYTE. So we're designing and developing use cases for MYTE that have nothing to do with our game, because we want MYTE to be spent. We want it to be sold and bought. We're even considering putting NFTs from other games, letting them sell their NFTs in our marketplace down the road for MYTE. So we have a lot of plans. Everything rests on MYTE, right? The game can be fun as heck, but if MYTE's worthless, only game players are going to play it. We want people to play it that are game players, that are collectors, that are investors. So we have a pretty ambitious plan for what we're going to do with MYTE.
That sounds very nice. A lot of things to do.
Yeah. So
the next,
the
next is Justin, please go ahead.
Yeah, also the NFTs, will they have another utility other than being just the characters in game? Maybe like an NFT staking program of sorts?
Yeah, that's what we originally launched with. When we launched, I guess back in October, November. Right now we've got, I guess, 4 different types of NFTs. We've got 2 NFTs that can be used in game. And I think I could show you here. If I log out of here, go back into my account, I'll show you here. There we go. When I look at my team, you'll see a couple different ones, Mystic and Hero. We have 2 different types of NFTs right now, the Mystic Pepper and the Hero Pepper. Now, both of those can be played in game, but the Mystic Pepper, Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers. The Mystic Pepper can be used, we call it mining. And let me, I'll show you here. I hope I clicked the right page here. So gameplay, I had it here somewhere. Hold on, I need tokenomics actually. Here we go. They could be sent off to mine. And here's how the mining works. Every Mystic Pepper NFT, we call it mining, it's staking, right? If you stake it for 30 days, like you commit to leaving it staked for 30 days, you earn 90 MYTE per day. If you commit to stake it for 180 days, you earn 150 MYTE per day. So really, every Mystic Pepper, as long as you have it go mine earns you about 4,500 MYTE per month,
Yeah.
hands off. You don't have to do anything with it. So that's one of the biggest utilities. And right now, of the, I think 8,000 sold, there's only like 12, I think, for sale on OpenSea, under floor, right? Now these are more expensive. The Mystic Peppers are 0.15. The Hero Peppers are 0.015. And these are more expensive because they earn you MYTE every day. But you know, we just love going to OpenSea and seeing that of the 8,000 sold, there's only 15 or 10 or something like that under, you know, for sale under the price.
Can people still play with the pepper while he's mining?
Not while it's mining. You can only do one or the other. So like, for example, here I'm playing with this one, but the rest of mine are all mining. It's there's not many people playing with Mystic Peppers. Most people leave the Mystic Pepper in the mine.
Just mine.
Yeah. And then we also have artwork. We have artwork NFTs, and I don't have any quick here I can show you. I should have pulled it up, but I didn't think about it. But like I said, we're telling our story in art. So we have 5 or 6 different pieces of art that we have sold that, you know, one is called The Homecoming. And that started right when we, what was the event that I don't remember. There was some event that we had right at Christmas. I don't remember what it was for, but we came out with The Homecoming. We have another piece of art coming out in about 2 weeks, and I haven't even mentioned that to anybody yet. So, but they're totally collectible, very limited. We only sell like 200 of each. And they're really cool too. And there will be other utilities in the future, but right now, staking of the Mystic Pepper is the biggest and the most popular of the different utilities that we have. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So now we're just gonna go ahead with our last question, and we'll go with the community ones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin.
Yep. So, what is your biggest milestone yet to be achieved?
To be achieved or to achieve?
Both of them.
Okay. I think our biggest that we have already achieved is actually releasing a game that people can play. And I don't want to knock other projects, but there's probably 1,000 games, and most of them you can't play yet. So to us, at least, having a game that someone can log into and play for free, and that's fun. It'll be a lot more fun, but it's fun. I mean, I sit here and I get addicted at night. I think that's our biggest thing that we have already done, is produced a good, solid game with very few bugs that our community loves too, right? It's not, you know, so. And I think our second to achieve, 2 things. To see the updated animation to me is exciting, because like I said, the peppers going back and forth, showing the damage, that's temporary. There's going to be actual fighting played out, right? And you're going to have more control of the fighting and be able to determine when to activate certain skills. You could also we have boosts, so you'll be able to make these NFTs stronger, right? So if you've got a 3-star, you know, or epic, you could use boosts to make it stronger. But the other is 10,000 players. I think that's 2 things. Once I see an animation, and once we have 10,000 people playing at once, that's like a big milestone in my mind. Yeah, I think that's 2 things that are really
that works perfectly. Thanks for answering all of our questions. So for everyone watching, if you have any doubts, you can go to the Pepper Attack Discord or Telegram. They will answer all of your questions. Mm-hmm. Right now, we have chosen some of your questions, but we cannot answer all of them. And there's a surprise that Nick is bringing to you. There's going to be a little giveaway that if you might, Nick, would you want to share with us?
Yeah, sure. I assume am I still sharing my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. So starting now, you can go to this link, giv.gg/Spintop. So giv.gg/Spintop, and it'll be.
Don't worry, guys. We will put it under the YouTube video description.
And you can win. We're giving away. I know we're giving away some NFTs on today's call, but we're going to give away 3 more NFTs for people that maybe couldn't make the call today or didn't have a question or whatever it is. So here's to enter, all you need to do is, they're simple things, right?
Yeah.
Join Pepper Attack Discord, join the Spintop Discord, visit the Pepper Attack website, and a little window will pop up. Join the newsletter so we can let you know as we change things. Visit the Spintop website, follow Pepper Attack or Spintop on Twitter. You'll get points for each of those, right? And you're going to get the most points if you share this with a friend. If you have someone that you refer and they come here, you're going to get points for that too. And then on, I think it's 10 days. I think it's June 1st. On June 1st, we'll pick the 3 winners and give away 3
Okay,
NFTs.
that's perfect. So everyone go watch it. And now we just go with the first question from the community. Can you elaborate what will we able to do with your partners? Will I able to use my NFTs in other games or metaverses?
We've talked about that a little bit, where right now metaverses is the buzzword, right? So we have not committed to a metaverse yet. I know a lot of games have, but we're looking at a few. I would love, I'm not the coder though, right? I'm the guy that tells the coder, oh, we should do this and that. And they say, you know how hard that is? Anyway, I would love to see our Peppers running around in the sandbox or Minecraft or somewhere, right? Right now, this is a dream, right? I'm not saying you can do it, but I would like to at some point. I would also love to see other NFTs potentially played in Pepper Attack as
That
well.
would be nice.
Yeah.
So right now, playing having playing our NFTs in other games, it's not something we've talked about a lot, to be honest. Because we're 3 weeks in beta, but it could happen. I want it to happen, so we'll see.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't
We'll
want
go
to
with
say
the
yes if
second.
I'm not sure. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Better to don't promise things that maybe in the future won't happen. So it's better to just say we will like, but we don't know if it will happen.
That's it. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll go with the second one. How is your project unique, and how are you going to balance mint and burn ratio?
First, mint ratio, or how to balance. I guess I think you're asking how to balance the two. The peppers that are available now, there's bell, Purera, habanero, chili. I'm forgetting something. The ones that are available now are limited. Once these are sold out, we're not producing these anymore. So we're going to add other peppers. So we can add other peppers and other versions of these peppers as we grow based on how quick we need to. So in a way, since they're limited, like right now, there's like 1,000 available of each. There's still some available to mint. There's like 1,000 available of each, and once they're gone. So that creates inflation. That creates want, right? But we're not sure how we're going to do it yet. I guess I'll revert back to the same thing I just said. I don't want to promise something just because it sounds good.
It's okay.
But we are going to put a deflationary method. We're not sure how it's going to work. Possibly you'll be able to trade 3 of the NFTs for a higher level one, because like right now we have common, rare, epic, and legendary. So maybe you'll be able to trade 3 common for a rare, or 3 rare for an epic. And I don't want to really spill the beans, but there's also going to be
don't say anything you are not allowed to say.
No. We're going to have not icons. What's the word I'm looking for? Add-ons. I lost the word. But we're going to have other things that you can add to the peppers, and you'll have to combine those to get better peppers. So we're not sure exactly how we're going to do it, but we are absolutely going to have a burning some mechanism to burn the NFTs present, not the mystics, the heroes, to get a better version.
Like maybe crafting materials of sorts.
So yeah, we're going to have crafting, we're going to have farming. That's already in the works, plus a whole bunch of different types of potions and boosts. But, there will be a method, there will be a way that you'll burn NFTs to get better ones. I'm just not sure exactly how it's going to work yet.
Okay. So now going to the next question. This one is, I'm very interested to know the answer. Will I be able to play with or against my friends?
Yeah, definitely. You can play against your friends right now. If you go to play.pepperattack.com, don't worry about buying NFTs. Just jump into the game, click the yellow button, and you can play now. And the free, if you don't have any NFTs, you're not going to be included in the leaderboard, but you can easily keep track of your points and play against your friends and just, for fun. Or you could buy a few NFTs is what I suggest. You could have up to 5 at a time. So the most fun is with at least 5. So we have a couple people that have 200, but yeah, definitely. And then later, Q4, we're going to have actual PvP in the game where you'll actually go in 1 against 1 and you'll fight your friends. Yeah. So
Okay.
and there's other modes coming too. Yeah.
Great. So this question I'm also interested about. How did the idea of Pepper Attack come about? What inspired you to do this project?
It came from our founder, Habanero Pepper, right? Like I talked a little bit before, he was been a gamer for 20 something years, and he always dreamed on making his own game. And about 3 years ago, he's a coder. About 3 years ago, he decided to quit his job and make it happen. And knock on wood, we haven't taken in angel investor money. We haven't taken out loans. We're doing this all on our own. I've been with the company about a year, like I said, but that's really how it started. He's just been a longtime gamer. It's always been his dream to create his own game. So when the opportunity came, he did it. Yeah. Which is so cool, right? I mean, so many of us have dreams we never get to achieve. But he just wanted to do it, so he did it. Yeah, that's how it started.
So now going to the next one, globally, many gamers have different gaming cultures and not a lot of them use the blockchain. How do you plan to attract non-blockchain gamers?
That was why we just added the free-to-play method. You don't need a wallet. You don't need a crypto. You just need to click the button. You go to the link and click the button and you can play for free. And I think especially in today's market where some of these games are crazy expensive to get into. I mean, there's play to earn games. You need $1,000. You want to play, it's $1,000. Then you can play. And we realize, and we're realizing even more how important it is to allow anyone to play. So we got the free to play. You can buy 1 pepper and play. You can buy 2 peppers and play. We're going to be implementing a more official scholar manager program down the road, or that's what it's called. We're looking at how other games are doing it. And we're an international crew. Like we have people on our team in Vietnam and in the Philippines and in Canada and in Europe, and I'm in the US. And we're finding it hard. Like it's not easy to balance the game so somebody could have as much fun with 1 or 2 peppers as with 5. And really, maybe I won't say they could have as much fun. It's more, let's be honest, right? It's more fun to play with 5 or 8 or 10 peppers than it is 1 or 2. But they can still compete. And that was like one of the things I kept bugging them about. What about the guy with 1? What about the guy with 1? What about the guy with 1? So it's important to us to let anyone play anywhere. And I have a kind of, this is such a side thing, but my name's Nick, but in Discord and gaming, I'm Deacon Z, and I am actually I'm a Catholic deacon. I can see parts of the world feeding their community with a cell phone. There's parts of this world that are starving that if they can make $10 a week, it would change their lives. And that's a long-term goal that I have, is to help people learn that. And I see it all happening with this industry. So we're very concerned on, not the economy, the environment, right? We're going to sell trees for MYTE and all kinds of stuff. So we do have the international community in mind.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice to hear. A lot of my friends doesn't know about blockchain, so it's nice that there are games that allows them to play. It's not the usual, so it's appreciated.
Yeah, and then if they want to play, invest, buy a few peppers, right?
Yeah.
If they want to make money, buy a few
Yeah, yeah.
peppers. They just want to play.
I'm going with the next one. With your project, players get a chance to win real money in games. Do you have a minimum, maximum prize pool limit? Would you give information about the income distribution to the players?
It's easy and it's hard. If you have a mystic pepper and it's mining or it's staked, very easy. You earn from 90 to 150 MYTE per day, right? So between 2,700 and 4,500 MYTE a month, every day, every month. That's the easy part. The hard part is the game. We're still balancing it all. So right now, our prizes have been like from 8,000 to I think 15,000 for first place. I think one of our tournaments, we even had a 20,000 MYTE first place. And the community actually told us we were giving away too much. Lower it for now. This is beta. That's what our community telling us. That's right. So to be totally honest, it's hard to answer that question because we're still trying different things. And MYTE is not on the market yet. So since we haven't had our ICO, we really don't know. We can guess and we can pretend, or we can lie, and we don't want to do any of that. So we really don't know what the MYTE is worth yet. We will know in the third quarter once we have our launch. And then we know, once we know exactly how much MYTE is, then we can fine tune it better. So my really honest question is, I'm not sure yet for the gameplay because it's changing so much. And
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Thank you
Hopefully, we'll see it together.
Thank you for answering all of our questions. It has been a pleasure, Nick. I really enjoyed, and I'm willing to play the game. As for everyone who's watching, if you don't know, you can just try the free-to-play version. And if you want to earn money, as Nick said during the whole AMA, just buy one with only one pepper. You can already play and earn some MYTE that it's not sellable yet. So thank you. Thank you, Justin, for joining me today. And unless, Nick, you think there's something we may have missed or anything, we can just conclude here and finish the AMA.
Not really. Just go play.pepperattack.com, get in the contest that they're going to post down below. Maybe you'll win a pepper or two and just have fun. Life's too short not to. That's
so
it.
Bye-bye, guys. And thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.